This game was absolute chaos, with 2 game misconducts handed out to Canucks Myers and Connor Mcdavid on the Oilers. Let's talk about this. So as you can see, Mcdavid falls over Garland here, but Garland does not let Mcdavid get away easily. He tries to get up, but Garland grabs him and pins him down. This should be a penalty first off, but the refs make no call. Now at this point, Mcdavid has reached a boiling point, and he gets up and cross-checks Garland right in the face. Of course, this causes everyone on the ice to start a big scrum around them. But what you don't see right here is Myers in the back with Bouchard, but we'll talk about this later on in the video. So we can conclude that this was most likely the Canucks' game plan, so Mcdavid did not generate scoring chances. The play before this, Mcdavid teed up Draisaitl for an amazing chance to tie the game. But this is not the way to stop him from doing this. If the refs just called holding on Garland, none of this would have happened. I understand why Mcdavid is upset at him. Now let's talk about Myers. So while everyone is paying attention to the Mcdavid scrum, behind this you can see Bouchard and Myers chirping at each other. And when the screen zooms out again, you see Bouchard with his hands on his face and the ref waving at Myers to get off the ice. Here's a different camera angle that caught the cross-check from Myers, and it's not pretty. So after all this happens, the ref decided to give every player on the ice a minor penalty, and Mcdavid and Myers majors. Okay, so after this happens, of course they interview the players, and this is what Mcdavid had to say about their hearing with the NHL Department of Safety.
Can you walk us through the hearing, the telephone hearing?
That's obviously a little bit more private. I thought I raised some good points about the play. But I think a lot of times they go in and they already have their mind made up. They don't really care what you have to say. So, ultimately, the hearing went as good as you would expect, and yeah.
Very short?
It wasn't overly long. It was didn't need to be. It wasn't like it was insane, like blow someone up kind of play. So it was not very long at all.
So obviously he isn't happy about this and feels like he has no say, and whatever he says or Myers says won't affect their decision. And a cross-check to the face falls into the 6 to 10 game suspension category. Of course, there are other factors that affect this, but both of them look pretty intentional, so this is most likely to be the case. Of course, this sparked a lot of back and forth between the Oilers fans and Canucks fans on social media, both defending their players. But as a person that is not biased towards either side, I think that Myers' one was way worse and more dirty than McDavid's. Of course, he hit Bouchard with way more force, and McDavid didn't really get Garland that well. It could have been definitely worse for Garland. But we will see what happens after both of their hearings are finished. Both teams will be missing their player for quite a while, though, and this is not good for either teams, but definitely worse for the Oilers to be missing their star player for such a long time. That's all I have to say for this video. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy my NHL content, make sure to like and subscribe.